everybody, and I can say it has been a long time. But we have been busy. Life happens, both good and bad. But things are all right. I'm coming to you from a busy construction site here in the Philippines. As you can see behind me, a little scaffolding going up. Lots of repair. That's what we've been busy doing. Fixing some things that were done a little bit shabby. That's the way it is. Here, I'm not trying to be mean, but that is the way it is. Part of the roof has fallen off. House only a couple years old. But I won't bitch too much about that. But the good thing is, for this truck, my wife constructed a garage. We used to keep a lot of trash, like these old washing machines, some of my chemicals I use around the yard, tools and everything over here in the corner because it was open. So we kind of, was an old building that one of her sisters built, was supposed to be a store a long time ago. So we kind of fixed that building up with a little paint, knocked off a few things to kind of square it off, made a garage, put some tiles on the floors, a couple windows, some lights, some really heavy metal bars. Back here, we made a little storage room. It was debate between a bathroom and a storage room, so I said, let's do a storage room. So one of her nephews built all the shelves, some really sturdy, heavy-duty metal shelves, so we could at least get rid of some of the boxes out of our house. So it's pretty nice. I put my smoker in here because I had it covered with a plastic bag, but this is the rainy season. It was getting really a lot of moisture building up inside the bag, started rusting out the grill, and it's brand new. So I put it in here since the garage is finished. Got a couple sliding windows here. Very nice. So as you notice, the trim, we did it all to match the house. So it is nice. We had two giant piles of sand and gravel here. This was huge. So half of that's gone. It's a very fine sand for concrete. Our lovely helper is leaving for the day. Mary Rose helping me out. So let me do a quick pause and say goodbye. So we're back again. I think I left off with the sand. So what we're gonna do with the rest of the sand and gravel is we got some lower places in the yard. Try to get somebody, pay someone to help spread it out. Especially right here because the yard kind of slopes down. That's the way the rain falls, you know. It is the rainy season here and it rains a lot. And there's like a waterfall or a river, a current flowing out of the yard. From where the edge of the house is, it goes down. So we're thinking about along the driveway, just build a lip there and where that gate is to try to block the flow of sand and gravel pouring out, because it really pours out a lot. So we got a tremendous amount of cleanup to do. That's gonna take a while. And maybe like next year, our next project is to take all this down and build a nice little area out here to sit out, barbecue, relax. Of course, everything's gonna be colored like that. So I like this roof. We had them reinforce it a lot because of typhoons. And that's why my wife wanted to build something to protect the truck. We haven't had one hit this area yet, but a lot of storms have been coming through the Philippines. But we got all kind of other little problems. As soon as we fix one problem, something else happened. So anyway, the yard's a mess. Trying to figure out a place to put my 2 grills and smoker. The garage may be the best place. Cause we dug a lot of stuff out of this old Kubo. And if you were following me before, this used to be a mess, but I kind of cleaned it up. Had to cut the grass, made a little place to put all the trash and bottles. This is how the yard looks. Need to do some weed eating like the neighbor is doing. Pulled a lot of rotten wood out of here that I'm gonna cut up. Some of it I'm gonna get rid of tomorrow when they come to pick up the trash. And I am working on the garden. Trying to keep it from getting away. Just trying to keep it looking nice, so it's gonna take me a little while. I started planting, got onions over there, bell peppers here. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe whole row of okra, maybe tomatoes, make another row with something else. It's my wife plants. This kangkong grows all year long. Everybody should plant that. You ain't gotta do nothing to it. Give it a little water, it grows. You can pick the leaves just like mustard greens. And the kamate plants, I don't know too much about that one. I think they just eat the young leaves. So anyway, built a little sidewalk out of some gravel and leftover tiles just to make it easier to walk back here. And on the ground, I took a rake and raked out most of the big rocks like this, so you wouldn't be tripping and stumbling all the time. And it looks okay. So, but with the rainy season, grass grows fast. You literally, if you were staying up on it, had nothing else to do, you literally could cut the grass every 2 weeks. Not every 2 weeks. I meant to say twice a week. Because when it rains, oh my God, it pours. It really, really pours. And I'm trying to, I got this solar light, trying to use as many of them as possible around the house. Need to order. I like those. They came from Amazon. I can't find none here with those big sensors on them. So need some more cause this area here is dark. And I'm trying to lighten it up. So I got enough projects that I'll give myself another year. Like, I gave myself a year to work from that gate all the way back to this fence, cleaning up all the debris There used to be like a ditch between this fence line. It was full of debris. And if you look at it before, we didn't really have much of a fence. So we built this, we call it a temporary fence because not sure what the neighbors want to do. And back there, so we have a fence around the whole place. And it's just me. I don't really have nobody helping me, so I gotta pace myself because it's very hot. So I do a little bit at a time out here, but inside here and outside the house I've been working on the other side because we weren't paying too much attention to that. So let me show that. Let me just pause a bit. I got to get some keys and open up the gate. So got some keys for this gate. Just to see what did out here. This thing, you can't work too long here because it's very, very hot. So you can drink all the water you want. That ain't gonna help. You gotta work for a little while and quit. Besides, I ain't that young just to keep working. So, show you what I did out here. Let's flip it around. So what I did was, I put all these rocks down here from that gravel pit on the other side. So, dug out all the bushes because things here grow fast. If you look way down the street here on the left side and the right side, you see all them big bushes. So the our neighbor here, Rusty, cleaned out all that and planted these nice bushes. So me, I'm lazy. I just dug up all the bushes and picked up the ton of trash. So then I got these ideas. What am I gonna do with this so I don't have to work a lot? Because we don't make it to this side of the house a lot. So I decided to sift the sand out and just use the rocks. These rocks come from the river, and put some bigger ones because I'm trying to stop everybody from parking up here. And it's easier to clean the trash out. So I ain't got no, I put some plastic. I started out with plastic underneath, like doubling up plastic bags to stop the grass from growing so much. But as you see, there's some cigarette pack, plastic cup, but we don't have the ton of weeds that were like meter high, really big. Because one, you don't know what's in there. So look back at it, it ain't bad. And it saves me a lot of effort. And it looks better than it did before. So this is the other side of the house. And the workers we have, we're gonna have them knock all this stuff down up there, which we found out. I don't know why they kind of glued that on to make it look stair-stepped, and the roof is already like that, solid concrete. Why they put the extra stuff on there to make it more pronounced, I don't know. And it's just falling off, it would kill somebody. So we're gonna have them knock all that down and just paint it that color. So that was a lot of wasted money. I wish I'd have knew at the time that they were doing that, but I didn't know, neither did my wife. I guess the workers just did it on their own. So we wasted thousands on that. So, hey, how you doing? So anyway, that's just a lesson. If you want something done good and right, You really have to be here yourself. You cannot entrust it to anybody. I'm telling you that. Especially if you're trying to build a Western style house in a foreign country. Folks don't even understand what that means. Having some issues locking the gate back. So anyway, oh, here's an interesting thing. We put outside the gate for us, but we're finding most people, and I think even the mailman, don't know what it is. A mailbox. I gotta find some letters and write mailbox on it, because most people don't know what it is. I find that amazing. Opens like that, drop the mail in. Of course, we got a key. That's just in case we're not here. And the trash people didn't show up. I gotta get out here and clean up all the trash and dirt and the little dangerous things for the tires. Our driveway is a favorite turnaround spot for everybody, so this thing stays filthy. But it's not much we can do about it. So I'm gonna get the leaf blower tomorrow and try to clean that up. So today will be the first day to park the truck inside the garage. Yay! Then we just got to figure out where we're going to put all this other stuff. Boy, I got some work to try to make the place look nice again. Yeah, I got to cut down an old coconut tree. But anyhow, and want to put a couple solar lights, maybe one here to light up this area, one down there to light that area up. And somebody's here. Just a moment, let me pause. So I locked my son out. Anyway, I was saying, I have to order a few solar lights. Put one on this side and probably one on the other side. We might have to get rid of a couple trees, get a little space in here to kind of light this area up more because it's dark. But we will see. And beautify it again. So anyway, it's going to be some work. We'll see. Well, that's the latest and greatest. Appreciate everybody stopping by to look at what we doing. We're still kicking. It's just really busy. You know, had a lot of things going on. Visit some funerals. Oh, you name it. It can be very interesting living here. But anyhow, it's a nice garage. Looks good. And I probably did say it was this totally designed by my wife. She is the one who kicked this off like everything else she did. She wanted to put a gate on the front of the garage, but I was like, we already got a gate right there. We don't need another one here. The storage room, we're just putting junk in there. Ain't like we're putting some gold and silver and jewels and stuff, which we don't have in there. And put it in to get rid of my garden tools out of the room there and put them somewhere. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put some hooks inside that storage room to kind of hang everything on so I can get to it. And we may put a shelf in there on the outside, maybe along that wall, to put some other tools in that we can get to, because It's more than enough space for the truck. From here to about the middle of the wall would be the truck. The rest of that space, you could get 2 vehicles in here, truck and a car. So right now, it's only my grill. We got plenty of lights. I sat in here one night because it started raining and I was still barbecuing, and it was perfect sitting in here. Unless the storm was coming from this way, but it was blowing from the other way. So I just closed the windows, turned the fan on to help blow wouldn't smoke up the walls. Just had the grill set it up front. And it worked good. I was like, hey, this is all right. It's like also, it's got enough room to have a little party in, and you're still covered. So it could serve dual purpose, you know. Swing around here, it's big enough. And we got one light here on the outside, which is good. I think we should have 2 because it lights up this area, especially at night. So those trees there, probably all the way to the Mangnugai tree, if I say that right, they're probably gonna all have to go. Because one of the next things we may want to put on somewhere here on the side or there is it's a bathroom when we build this other area. So another bathroom, maybe a shower. You can cool yourself down when it's too hot. So this is beginning to be a very long video. So I'm gonna cut it off now and say goodbye from the Philippines. And thank you all for joining me. Hopefully nobody gets bored with it. So we will see what we get into next. You know, I like to go fishing because this is the best time to do it. Between now and, we say, December. As long as it don't get too stormy, the water don't get too high. But been lucky so far. No bad flooding, at least in this area. I know some people have been flooded. Bless their hearts. But it hasn't been bad here. So I'm gonna sign off. This is Cullen saying peace, love, and hair grease. Everybody take care of yourself. And don't be mean to everybody. Be nice. Bye now.